My first impressions of Germany were all made in the freedom of summer. Every experience was full of excitement, and I was making new friends left and right. I went on hikes to explore old fortresses and castles, I drank in views of the beautiful German landscape, went on boat rides, wandered through old cities, and watched sunsets. Then summer slowly slipped away. The leaves started changing, and with them, so did my daily routine. I moved into my dorm in Heidelberg and figured out how to navigate to all of my new classes. The tree-covered hills surrounding the Altstadt started to change colors, and the castle was set on a backdrop of red and gold leaves. I settled into my new life and started feeling right at home. Winter arrived. Winters in Germany are often described as long, dark, gray, and cold, so I was worried that life in Heidelberg would begin to seem a little more dull. Instead, as the weather got colder, the streets only got busier and more vibrant. Christmas market stalls started popping up, and tourists arrived. Soon the city was filled with throngs of excited people visiting the Christmas market or ice skating under the castle. I didn't miss any of the holiday traditions from back home. Instead, I enjoyed experiencing the holidays through the eyes of a new culture. I first started noticing the subtle signs of spring's arrival during a trip to Ireland. Everything was so bright and green, and trees were budding out. When I arrived back in Germany, I realized I could already see evidence of spring there too. Flowers were blooming, the weather warmed up, and my beloved gelato shops opened again. I packed springtime full of adventures with all of the people who I had grown to know and love, knowing that all too soon, my time in Europe would come to an end. Then, as it tends to, the cycle of seasons started over once more. Summer returned, the days got warmer and longer, and the streets of Heidelberg started filling with tourists again. I packed up my bags and said my goodbyes. Leaving Germany was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but I like to look at it as just another season in life. Just like the end of every season, leaving a place marks the end of a beautiful chapter. Maybe it feels like winter is coming, but just as I learned in Heidelberg, winter isn't always so dark after all. There's always the promise of spring and of new adventures awaiting on the horizon. Summer came back, and maybe I will too. So for now, I'll just say, bis zum nächsten Mal.